Okay, we are now ready to insert the Strider levers into the lower Strider poles. There's a couple of tools we need for this. We're going to use the 4mm Allen wrench from the toolkit, and very important, very specific, the grit paste. This is a paste that has fine sand in it almost, designed to increase friction when you tighten these Strider poles or arm levers into the poles. This is not grease. Do not confuse this with any grease that you put on moving parts. Do not use this for anything else other than the Strider pole assembly here. Very important. Now, with the arm levers, you will notice we have a set of numbers here. This is our height measurements, and I'll explain how these work. 5 foot, 5'6", 6 foot, 6'6", 7 foot. So if you were 5'4", you would set it up right about here. If you were 6'3", you'd set it up right underneath the 3 here. And, you can change this. It's basically how comfortable you want it to be for you. If you're 6 foot, but you prefer it lower, fine. If you prefer it higher, fine. This is all completely customizable, and you can adjust this. So, I am a healthy 5'9", so I'm going to take a little bit of this grip paste on my finger, just a very little bit. I'm going to put this right here. Put that right around the side, maybe just a touch more. And you want to put this grip paste exactly where you want your height set to be. Okay? Now, when I put this up into the lower Strider pole, I want you to see how I'm positioning myself. I'm standing directly so I can see it straight on, and the reason for this is that when you're looking at this, these poles are designed ergonomically to work with our body posture. We instruct everyone that the correct positioning is not straight on, but rather slightly angled back like this. You can put it forward if that's comfortable for you, but we recommend always to start with it a little bit back like that, and the poles will work with how you grip it for maximum efficiency. So now I'll slide it in, right with that grip paste. Now, these screws right here, I'm going to show you a very key element to these screws. We're going to tighten them in a cross fashion. That way we get tension evenly against this plate, not too much on one side, not too much on the top or the bottom. So we'll start with top right. Classic. Just breathe. Relax. Okay. And I'm not tightening these up all the way. Just enough so that I can maximize the amount of evenness when screwing these on. This is where the grease that you put in these holes comes into play. Tighten this up a little more. Come on. Move over to the next side. Just breathe. If you're getting frustrated, it's okay, I understand. I've built hundreds and hundreds of these units. You can do it. Anyone can do it. Now, once it starts getting a little tighter, I'm going to flip it and use the long end of the wrench. And there's a technique where I pinch in between the little slots here to find where I am closest. This is how you measure the evenness. And I'm always going cross from each one that I do, right? So I'm here, I'll go down to the bottom right. Now you don't need to get these ultra tight. You need to get it tight enough where it won't swivel while you ride. And the grip paste is there to aid that. So I'm going to get these right about there. Let's see, let me check. Yep. Just give it just a little extra juice. Do not strip these screws. You shouldn't have to get it to a point of stripping it to get these poles to maintain. There you go. See, this one's too tight. The rest of these are good. This is set. Now you're going to do the other side, and then we can fine-tune the adjustments on your Strider.